So GM just dropped a new video teasing the ZR1, and this might change things. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and like I said before, GM just dropped another teaser video on the upcoming ZR1 that gives us probably the best idea of how this new Z8 is going to sound. If you haven't heard or seen this video yet, check this out. Alright, let's break down why this is such a crucial video and why not only does it confirm one major feature of the ZR1, but also throws another design feature into question. So if you need a quick refresher, the ZR1 C8 Corvette is GM's newest upcoming variant of the Corvette line, and it's supposed to be their very track-focused variant with over 800 horsepower. Now, how it's going to produce that has been a bit of a debate, but the big consensus is that it's going to hit that power number using a twin turbo setup. Now, listening to this video, if it wasn't confirmed before, it pretty much is now, as you can listen and hear the whistling of turbos in the audio. Now that's great news, but this new video also brings to question the next big feature of whether this new ZR1 will be using a cross-plane crank design as seen in the Stingray LT2 motor, or use a flat plane crank design like you see in the LT6 Z06 motor. Me personally, I felt like this sounded more like the flat plane crank motor, but that might just be me being really hopeful that that's the case rather than the cross plane crank motor. Let's take one more listen to the new ZR1 audio. It doesn't have that deeper note from the Stingray motor, but it's not quite the right pitch for it to sound like the Z06 flat plane crank. The turbos are definitely muffling the sound a bit, and it definitely sounds like it's a lower red line compared to the Z06 with respect to the RPMs. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's a cross plane or a flat plane crank? Let me know in the comments. Honestly, it would make sense for GM to go cross-plane crank from a practical point of view, as the LT6 motor from the Z06 has such a high compression ratio, which would make it really challenging to try and do forced induction and add more compression to the engine without it, blowing up. But let's be honest, going cross-plane may not be as exciting as GM saying, hey, we're gonna take that exotic screaming motor from the Z06 and gonna slap a couple of turbos on it. Either way, it should be pretty exciting when GM decides to finally debut the ZR1, which should be sometime this summer. Now, they haven't given an official date, but I have a strong incline that it's going to be sometime around mid-July, in particular July 18th, which would be the same date as the original C8 Stingray being debuted back in 2019. So we're right around the corner from getting our first real look at the ZR1 and be done with all these rumors. I'll be definitely keeping an eye out and sharing any relevant ZR1 news with everyone. In the meantime, check out any of my other videos and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.